Mine is fake. Mine is fake. Hi, you guys. Hi.
Hello, Megan. How are you?
Oh, it's good to see you guys. Welcome to Sports and Shopping with Doug Plank, Chicago Bears, and Megan, former Miss Texas. I'm so excited to have you guys here.
Well,
hello. Thank you for having me here. It's so great to be around, two just well-known, well-respected people. I'm honored to be here. Well, it's very fun to be able to have someone like you on here, Cherie. And I want you to talk about, because I know we only have about 20 minutes, but Doug and I, we were really blessed to be able to talk to you yesterday and hear about all the different things that you're doing. But you are an expert on lifestyle as a professor, as a mother, as a wife, as an entrepreneur, as the healthcare expert. So just share with us some of those things. Sure. I'll start with the most important thing in my life, which is my family. So I'm blessed with 4 children and a husband of 24 years that we've been married. Congrats. I know that's a record nowadays, right?
Yes, it is.
But we're very blessed. I've been blessed, lucky, maybe just very clear about it. My values, what I want. And, we're talking about this the other day, Megan. And so I've been able to build a path in my life that has taken me to where I am because of being clear about what I want, being clear about what I don't want, which that is, really important. And also being clear about my values. And so when I left the corporate world, I did because I actually wanted to be present for my children. So that was the most important decision that I made. And looking back, a decade ago, it was the best decision that I made. And that's when my life as an entrepreneur started. I started teaching at the time. I teach marketing, communications at colleges, different colleges here in Toronto. I started my journey as a real estate investor, which I'm having a lot of fun doing with my husband, and managing my own business, which is a global business that, as you mentioned right now, the focus for us is healthcare in the US. Just being able to provide the quality of healthcare that people need at an affordable price. So basically, and I share this with you, Megan, my mission is to help thousands of Americans in the next 18 months to have access to quality healthcare, because I think it's 31 million Americans that don't right now because they can't afford it. So that's my mission right now. And like everything I do in my life, it's all about having an impact, a positive impact in everyone that I touch. So that's a little bit the long story about me and a little bit about my values, my purpose, and what I'm looking to do and accomplish. Doug, don't you have your healthcare license?
Yeah, I do. My health and life insurance. And like I said, I already told you before, I missed my securities test a couple of times. So I will be taking it for my 3rd time here. Everything in life is 3s, 3 blind mice, 3 stooges, whatever. And so the 3rd time is going to be the time that I'm going to take it. But no, I really appreciate, Cherie, what you said, because, and I think so many times in life, it's about, everybody says, well, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Or what are you working on right now? And it's not so much about what we want to do or what we want to become. It's what we don't want to do. And that's what driven me my whole life. My first job was a garbage man. I did not want to be a garbage man for longer than I had to. It smelled, I had to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. There was nothing about the job that I liked. The people that I worked with, they were okay. I mean, there's a reason why you're hanging on the back of a garbage truck, though. You don't have a whole bunch of licenses or degrees that you're showing people. In fact, you don't have any. So that's the reason why you're working there.
Well, that's right. So really quick, what is the best way? I mean, I know that you and Doug, when you get back, I know you're going to Greece for 2 weeks, which is pretty spectacular with your family, which is awesome.
But I think that there's a lot of correlation with the things that Doug's doing and what you're doing. And when you get back, you guys can communicate about that. But what is the best way for people if they want to figure out if they don't have healthcare or if they have a healthcare program? I mean, I know friends of mine that are self-employed that pay anywhere from $700 to $1,000 a month for healthcare. And so, you know, there's got to be a solution. So what's the best way for people to communicate with you?
Thank you, Megan. So the best way to find me is on LinkedIn, Shiri Gabriel. I mean, my ranking is really good. I come up first, Shiri Gabriel. Get in touch with me through LinkedIn. It's a secure, professional way to do that. And you're absolutely right. People that are the most vulnerable right now within this sector, and of course, I'm not talking about low-income people because they are always the most vulnerable, but right now, the shift that we've seen in the last 2.5 years because of the pandemic, the rise of so many entrepreneurs, right, which is fantastic. With that, though, comes the hard fact of having to pay for your own healthcare, especially if you were employed before. And if you have a small business, you now need to take care of your employees as well. And we know that people now, they want to work at a place that they're being given benefits, health benefits. So we can definitely help. We can help entrepreneurs, small business owners to really provide the quality of healthcare for up to 50% less. It's incredible what we're able to do for small business owners.
Wow, that's incredible. Doug, doesn't the NFL take care of your stuff?
Yeah, they do. Fortunately, when you played back in the 70s and 80s, nobody made any money. I mean, you made like 40, 50,000. I shouldn't say no money. But you had to work the other half of the year that you weren't playing. So the moment everybody came to the last game, they were all rushing home across America to go start working their second job. And they would work 6 months and then they would come back and play football. I mean, that's the way football was back at that time. But no, I have to agree with you guys. I mean, healthcare, it's one of the primary goals in life is to secure it at a reasonable rate, which is very, very hard to do now. That's why I think, what you're up to, Cherie, right now, and being able to provide for people is amazing. And, when you're done playing football, let me just say this about healthcare. And you can call 100 companies in America. The first question they ask you, what's your name? What have you done in your life? Oh, well, I played pro football for 9 years and 4 years in college. They go, thank you. Have a great life. And they hang the phone. They want nothing to do with anybody that's got 30 concussions, 4 joint replacements, blood clots, you name it. I'm like a medical list A through Z. You name it, I've got it. And you know what? You call any sort of medical insurance company, man, that they hang that phone up fast. They don't want to even hear. They don't want to hear anymore.
Yeah, and you know what? It's and again, I'm Canadian, right? So yes, we're blessed because we have free healthcare. So as I've been getting educated on the system in the US, which is, anyways, we won't get into that because we know that it's not good. Okay, the healthcare is an essential service for human beings. Like, yes, everybody should have access to it, right? That's number one. Number two, we are right now at a stage in business, in the world, where everything is becoming decentralized. And people are fed up. They're fed up with governments. They're fed up with big companies and corporations controlling everything, which is exactly what is happening with healthcare in the US. So with health share, because that's what it is, impact health sharing is a decentralized model of healthcare. That's what it is, and it's a non-for-profit. So we are right now at the verge, like literally the verge of like an Uber, like an Airbnb, like, we're at the forefront of the biggest decentralization of healthcare that we're going to see in the US. So when I talk to insurance brokers now, and these are people that I want to talk to every insurance broker in the US, because here is what's going to happen. We're heading towards a recession. one of the first things that people are going to let go and cancel is insurance because they won't be able to afford it. So insurance brokers now, they can provide a solution for people. So instead of losing a client altogether because they cannot pay for it, provide them a better solution. So they win because they can afford it. And the insurance broker wins as well because they keep them as a client. It's just about giving options that people don't know. You'd be surprised how many people don't even know about this concept of health share that has been around for decades in the US.
Right.
It's the best kept secret.
Yeah. You know what, though? Don't you think, though, that insurance companies, they're not going to go out of their way to promote something that's going to be, a competitor. So, keeping this thing underneath, the bar, so to speak, is in the interest of their companies. And, but, it still amazes me. I mean, just, over the years, having a couple times, fallen down and broke something and go to the emergency room, because there's nothing else to go to.
Or rolled your car 10 times.
Yeah, or that, yeah, or rolled your car 10 times.
Oh, my goodness.
It's amazing when you finally see the final bill. I'm not saying you're paying for it. You are to some degree, you're going to pay for a portion of it, but to have it generate into the thousands and tens of thousands and actually over 100,000, it doesn't require that much time in a hospital or that much skill from a doctor to have this thing just get out of control.
100%.
And let's face it, like we always say, and I'm not the first one to say it, everybody, health is wealth.
Yes.
And you can't take care of your health. You can't even work. You can't do anything. You have to be able to take care of your body, however that is. But you have to have the resources in order to do that. And, I think that the structure that you're working with, Cherie, is incredible for people. There's no doubt about it.
Absolutely. And the fact that, because here's what, this whole monopoly has created a vicious cycle because you have now all these companies, right? Ultrasound companies, blood work companies, they're going to spike and, up that bill as high as they can because who cares? The insurance companies are, going to pay, everybody's going to benefit from it. With Impact Health Share now, with this system, they negotiate the bill on your behalf. And I'll give you an example. We had someone actually who submitted a bill, right? Actually, they were charged, I think it was like $1,200 for some, I can't remember, ultrasound or blood work, something like
MRI,
that.
probably an MRI.
Something. It wasn't even an MRI, Megan, to be honest with you. It was something at a lab. I can't remember what. $1,200, right? So the bill gets to Impact Health Share, which is the company that, we're working with. They call back, they negotiate it down to $300, 300 and change.
Wow.
Right? Because they don't need to charge you that much. They really don't. But, all of a sudden these companies are like, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because, you cannot charge as much as you want anymore. And this is where we need to shift that paradigm. We need to really all come together and just say enough is enough.
Well, I just know from when, last August, not just but a year ago, August, I was bicycling and I got hit by a truck. And so I broke my shoulder and I had to go through tons of different things. And I would get the bills in the mail and I was shocked. That's why I know MRIs and ultrasounds and x-rays and all that kind of stuff that I had to go through for a year. It's expensive, really expensive.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be that expensive. That's the thing. It really doesn't.
Yeah.
Well,
fortunately, there's solutions out there like you're talking about. And Doug, I'm glad that you've got all your stuff replaced.
Honestly, you know what? So no one wants, I'll say this, nobody in life wants to get older. Oh, I'm glad I'm 60 now, 65, 70. You know what? You know why they're saying that in America? Because now they're on the Medicare, Medicaid, right, whatever it is. That's why. I mean, all my friends that were like in their 50s, oh man, I can't wait till I get to my Medicare, Medicaid days.
Wow.
Because, it's, like I said, it's insane the rates that you're paying. And, but then, you go into a hospital and you're thinking, geez, I'm glad I had that $6,000 a month premium because I couldn't pay this $100,000 bill that I just incurred at this hospital in 3 days. And it is amazing. It's, there's a lot of zeros on everything that you do there. I mean, you just get pushed down the hallway into your room, that's $1,000. You know, somebody, you know, looks underneath your shirt or something, that's another $2,000. I mean, I've never had that many $10,000 parties in my life, you know, where they just come in, you know, do some examinations. All due respect to medical professional, you know, I know they work hard. They have a lot of education. They have a lot of requirements. There's a lot of demands on them. I've got 3 brothers-in-laws and brothers-in-law that are doctors. And so I hear their stories from the other side of things. And, you know, so it goes both ways. It's not always one side is being taken advantage of and the other side is, you know, almost the victims. No, it really, you hear the other side of the story, you go, I wouldn't want to be over there either. So, but I love this idea of just sharing each other. I mean, you know, I think it's a great concept. I mean, I've never been part of it because I really never had a chance to be part of it, you know, being in the NFL. And like you said, Megan, afterwards, it's amazing what's happened in the last 20 years in the National Football League. Before, you know, when you were done, you were done. You just went to some place and lived the rest of your life. You never were associated with the organization after that. But the NFL has really stepped up the last decade in terms of, you know, providing for players injuries and setbacks and concussions and MRIs. I mean, they've really done a great job. And also now paying for joint replacement. So.
Well, no, and I agree 100%. It's just an absolute blessing. There's no doubt about it. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put your information, your LinkedIn information into the live YouTube, and so that everybody can find you. And of course, you know, Doug and I, we're really excited to be able to interview people like yourself, because usually it's Doug and I speaking and we can talk forever, but it's fun to get other people's input and what other people are doing out there. And so we appreciate your time. We appreciate you being with us. And yesterday's call that we had to get ready for today was spectacular. And I still am going to edit some of that together to put it on YouTube also, because I think it's all really beneficial.
Absolutely. And thank you. It's always a blast, Megan. I mean, we've known each other for a while now. It's always a blast talking to you and Doug. It's amazing. I was actually watching some of your videos yesterday. I was getting so excited, you know, with my children. I'm like, listen, look who I'm, you know, I'm going to be talking to, you know, NFL. I used to play football. I used to play touch football when I was in university here in Toronto. And I love football, right? I mean, Green Bay Packers. Sorry, that's
That's all right.
Yeah. So no, this is a blast, guys. Thank you so much for having me here.
Well, we always have fun. There's no doubt about that. Well, all right. Well, Doug and I are going to be on tomorrow at 11 a.m. again. And we're stacking up guests before Doug goes back on the road signing autographs. So thank you guys for your time, and thank you for listening. Thank you for viewing. And we'll also upload this onto our Buzzsprout. So it's so you can just hear the audio, obviously. But we appreciate everybody. And you guys have a spectacular day.
Well, thanks, Megan. Great hearing your stories and judgment. I tell you, I agree 100% with everything you said today.
That's awesome, Doug. Thank you.
All right. Well, we will see you when you get back from Greece. Enjoy your family.
Thank you. I will. It'll be a blast. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.